Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Might be looking to run. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Anderson. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
He'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. And defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense won.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dropping back, it's Fafita. On the run, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
Finds his man. It's Hudson. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. That was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Snap to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll try to break the seal on the 2nd quarter by putting 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Making side adjustments here. Using his legs, it's Durham. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Holds and fires complete to the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. There he goes! Touchdown LSU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons the this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Zings it complete to the right. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. It's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Defense uses a sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
He wants to throw it again. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. On the run, deep down the right side.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. The pitch. Job by the back on the option.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical.
Sent it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Oh, they're after him. Fires downfield. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
They'll run it from the gun. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. He's got it! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Ooh, and they almost had another one, and this defense is dialed in, man. The interception of the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Picked off. What a play by this defense. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll run it again. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. You get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To throw, it's Fafita. Gonna let it fly. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
When I'm a quarterback and I'm playing zone, and specifically cover 3, I got deep third of the field, right? The defense is going cornerback in deep third, other cornerback in deep third, safety in the middle of the field. So I got to get deep, make sure I'm playing my zone. He does an unbelievable job understanding that, playing zone, breaking on the football, going and getting that INT.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. To the air on first down. Trying to set up the screen. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To the air, it's Fafita. Fires to the right. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Here's the pressure. He's got the back in the middle. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be fourth down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything...
Oh, a lot of space. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown, at least for now. LSU lining up first and goal. On the ground. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. On the option. They can't corral the pass. The ball's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. The Wildcats are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Hold and fire complete. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Wow, they needed that play in this 2-minute situation, trailing late. That's just a 50-50 ball. You're throwing it up. Your guy's got as good of a shot at the other guy bringing it down, but that...
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And what a great job by the linebacker that time. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, sitting in zone coverage. QB stared his target down. Not only does he pick it off, but he shows you the athleticism, taking it back all the way for a touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. He's moving out of the pocket. I don't know what he possibly could have been thinking there to wind up all the way back in the end zone and taking a safety.
And that kind of sums up the day for this.
Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Anderson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Snags it quickly on the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a lot. It's a seam wide open. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing their rhythm and the cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They want to throw it. Going for 6. Touchdown, LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. It's execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Randall. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion, like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter.
LSU 7, Clemson 0.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the air, it's Klubnik. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they'll drag him down after... Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Mississippi State about to From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose, and he's brought down after a huge completion. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Offense changing the play. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. Turning it on. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Taylor wants to throw it. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And I don't know how to explain that one. Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a first and goal. Running back searching for a hole. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Taylor wants to throw. Looking to buy time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Looking down the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. So they gamble on fourth down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
Fourth and long. I mean, what just fourth and short nowadays, man? So much aggression.
Fires and picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter.
Mississippi State, 0.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
We love making the quarterback feel uncomfortable, getting hits. How about back-to-back sacks for this defense? Let's go.
They'll have to do a better job of protection this time after that 3rd down sack set them back, but they'll go for it here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Here's a hit. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled. His hands.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Handoff to the single running back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Mississippi State right back to the line. Kill. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Slithers into space. Turning on the Jets. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Back to pass, it's Shapen. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here.
Just keeps moving. Wide open spaces. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there. And because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Unloads it left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The screen, and watch out. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the 1st half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Got a man. It's Anderson. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be brought down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Wants to throw. It's Shapen. Skips away from pressure. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They'll run play action. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground. Welcome, everyone, to AT&T Stadium, home of the Cowboys here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That's caught. It's Durham. At the 45 on his way. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Operating in the red zone here on second down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities.
Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. He's going to go for a big one. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with the pick. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Direct snap. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna swing it on second down. Finds his man. It's Anderson. Oh, it's out. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. You get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Offense in an empty set. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
The give to the tailback. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They're working that left side. He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up for the first and goal.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 7, Georgia 0.
They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. A first down run in the red zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by the defense. First and goal situation, you can expect run a lot of the times. They were physical, got in the backfield.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. Second down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder.
Looking for the end zone. Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to throw, it's Stockton. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Third down coming up next.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7.
LSU 10, Georgia 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. They've got the screen set up. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You can tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Got a man, it's Durham. There he goes. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Watkins. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
You know, as an offense, you're playing this defense, and we're in a 3-4 alignment. You're worried about the pass rush coming off the edge. How about a big fellow in the middle? Completely collapse the pocket on that play.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Going over the top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Midfield, he's got room. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Going for the big play. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, LSU 10, Georgia 7.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Coming out with it, it's Branch. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. There he goes! Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Georgia comes quickly to the line. QB draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Makes the stop at the 49, giving 5 yards on the play and a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Extending the play. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. And he's all bottled up, and now it's Ross. The ball's loose. He's loose down the middle. Defense got it. They're on the run. Defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business. As an offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes a connection. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Grab near the marker. It's Branch. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Dogs are marching down the field. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
LSU 17, Georgia 7.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Still looking, on the move. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He caught it. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. The Tigers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, complete pass.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and a really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with the offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive gain.
Snags it on the right. Here he goes. All out of space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, LSU.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Stockton. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. He's going for the goal line. Got the completion, but couldn't quite maneuver his way in. He'll be inches short of the score.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up fourth and goal.
Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Back to throw, it's Stockton. He's taking a deep shot. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. All business today for this ball club. They come out, and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team tonight.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.